What's good, everybody? It's your boy Johnny back with another Prince video. Today I am going to do a video called Prince Future Releases and Predictions. I did this with Elvis about a month or two ago. I'm going to predict what's going to be coming out in 2020. Give maybe stuff we know already, or just predictions that I'm seeing trends what both Sony Legacy and Warner Brothers is doing, then maybe what we'll see next year. So before we do that, let's review this year of all the releases we got of Prince. We got a lot this year. 2019 was a very good year for Prince and releases of music to his fans. I mean, look at all these we got. We got these in the early beginning of the year. We got this one. Count them as I do them, because we got a lot. Look at that. We got this. And Sony Legacy came back again and gave us this. Both of the rave Unto and Into. Okay. And this too. And then Warner Brothers came at us with this, the originals. And then Sony Legacy came back at us with this. And oops. This big box set of Emancipation. And this. And then we close out this year on an awesome note with, from Warner Brothers, a remaster of 1999, which is way overdue and is super amazing. So it was a really good year for Prince this year and his fans. They gave us a lot of releases. I'm telling you, I said this before, I think it's great that two companies have a holding on Prince's music. Warner Brothers having a holding from stuff in the beginning of his career to about 95. And then Sony Legacy having a holding of stuff really from 95 also, starting with this probably. And all the way to, I guess, to the end of his career. Not really sure what year that Sony Legacy goes up to. But yeah, I think it's a huge benefit that two companies have a holding on Prince's music. So, oh yeah, I forgot to show this. I have the CD version too. Because they basically just go back and forth the whole year, basically this year. And it was amazing. So, I don't know how many we got. I hope you all counted them as I went through them. We got a lot, man. And I am tell you what, I was very happy. As far as Sony Legacy goes, they do a great job presenting this stuff. Because we're getting a lot of stuff really for the first time on vinyl. And stuff that's really hasn't been released since its initial release. So I think it's great. And then we have Warner Brothers, who gave us some unreleased music this year. Officially stuff that hasn't been released officially. And they gave us a remaster of an amazing album. So they gave us good releases this year. So I think that this is going to be a trend for both of these companies, obviously. So I'm going to do my predictions now of future releases of Prince in 2020. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start with some stuff that Warner Brothers did about a month or two ago. So Warner Brothers, if you get an email from the Prince estate, you probably heard about this. I'm using this as a visual because this is kind of what the cover looks like. All right. So here's Prince. This is 1979. This is the inner sleeve from his second album, Prince. So about a month or two ago, I got an email, and whoever is a part of the subscribers list from the Prince estate got an email about a limited edition 45 coming out in January of the 40th anniversary of the single "I Want to Be Your Lover," which was really his first huge single he had in his career. It's going to be, it had a pre-order for it, open for about a week, and then after that, they shut it. So whatever was pre-ordered, I think that's all they're going to make, it sounds like. So that 45 is going to contain an acoustic demo version of "I Want to Be Your Lover," which you can hear here on YouTube, on Prince's channel, and you should subscribe to it. Has all his awesome videos in it, stuff that before was rarely seen. But anyways, and the other side is just a regular studio version of "I Want to Be Your Lover." So really cool. That's coming out, I want to say like a week or two into the new year. So I really am excited about that. But I think that's going to lead to something else. So, if you guys remember in 2018, we got Prince, the Piano and Microphone 1983. So my first prediction that Warner Brothers is going to release is a release with a collection of songs of demo songs of Prince and just him and an acoustic guitar. That's my first prediction. Probably maybe come out in summer, spring or summer, I would say. That's what I'm thinking. So that's my first prediction. I don't know if it's going to be called Prince Guitar and Microphone. I don't know what it's going to be called. But I think they're going to do that concept again, but this time with him and a guitar. That's my prediction. Because I heard some acoustic versions of some of his songs. Another pretty common bootleg out there is him and acoustic guitar of Kiss, his single Kiss from 1986. So that's my first prediction. Don't know exactly when it'll come out, but I'm predicting spring and summer. That's what I think. All right. So can't wait to get that 45. When I get it in, I will unbox it and show you guys here. So that's my first prediction from Warner Brothers. Their first release they'll do of the year. So I think they're going to come out with at least 2 releases of Prince a year. So that'd be awesome. Now let me go back and talk about Sony Legacy, who has a holding on Prince's music. So they gave us a lot of releases this year, as you can see that I just showed you. So I'm only going to predict 3 albums that they're going to be doing this year. And these are the ones I got. And they'll all for the first time will be on vinyl, except for one that is available but very, very rare. And they'll probably also remaster them on CD again. But these CDs really aren't easy to find. So my first prediction is, of the 3 albums that I'm predicting, is this. Crystal Ball. This came out in 98. I think first released on his website. And then maybe sometime later released to the public. It has 3 discs of Crystal Ball, and then it has the Truth album, which is kind of like an acoustic album he had. But I'm thinking that Sony Legacy will do this. This will probably take up about 6 to 8 LPs. So it'll be one big box set. And I think Sony Legacy is going to be doing one big box set like they did with Emancipation. Maybe 1 a year out of all the releases they'll do with him. And I think this would probably be the next one, Crystal Ball. A lot of people I think would like to see this and own it again. But it really is hard to find. I've seen this CD go for, even the regular retail CD go for a lot of money, like on eBay and stuff, on secondary markets. But this is my first prediction, is Crystal Ball. I think a lot of people would like that, including myself. All right, next. This album is very rare to find on vinyl. The CD is a little bit more common, but this is the album from 2001, The Rainbow Children. The Rainbow Children, I think a lot of people love this album. Like I said, it really would be the first time reissued again since its initial release. It was released on vinyl also. The original vinyl goes for a lot of money, and it's nearly impossible to get. I've seen it go for about $500 to $700 sometimes. So I'd like to see a reissue of this on vinyl, because I know I'll probably never own it, the original pressing, unless I get super lucky. So I think another album they'll do, it'll probably take up about 2 LPs, is The Rainbow Children. So that'd be awesome to see. All right, last one. They did a 1 LP album on this year. They did Planet Earth. Didn't take up a lot of room. But I think this would also be a candidate for a 1 LP thing. This is like really some instrumental tracks. I think it would be this. It came out in 2003. News. The titles of the tracks are North, East, West, and South. It's just 4 instrumental pieces. I want to say some are about 6 to 10 minutes long each. But it was a little 4-track thing. Came out right before the year before Musicology. So this is a very hard CD to find. Never really see it. I was lucky enough to get this when it came out. Maybe a year or 2 after it came out. I ordered it online. I think at Borders at the time. But anyways, so this would be nice to see. Whoever wants to own the CD and own it probably on vinyl for the first time. So News. That's my next prediction. Is News. All right, so now let's bounce back to Warner Brothers. Talking about maybe what album they'll give us remastered, of one of his studio albums remastered this year, or coming in the next year. This year we got 1999, which just came out not even a month ago. It was amazing. It's getting a lot of great responses from it. Warner Brothers did a good job at this. They really, really did. I already did an unboxing and review of this, so you can check that out if you like on my channel. Just go back. It's the next couple videos back, both of those videos, so you can check those out. Awesome. But it seems like, and a lot of other people pointed this out, that they're going with a trend with this. As far as the studio albums go, Warner Brothers is going with a trend. It looks like they're going to be doing his biggest selling album to probably his least selling album, whatever it is. Well, the biggest selling album, of course, was Purple Rain of his, and then it was this. So the next one I'm predicting, I'm caught in between the two. It's going to be one of these two. Are these? These are my original LPs. Signs of the Times. Got a glare in there. And Diamonds and Pearls from 1991 with the New Power Generation. I think they're going to do one of these two. If I had to choose, I have a feeling they're going to be doing this one. Signs of the Times. So, this is what I'm predicting. First of all, this is the 80s. You know, I just feel like Warner Bros. Really does promote the 80s, which makes sense in a way because, you know, most of his career is in the 80s with Warner Bros. Majority of it. So, I think next year, probably around this time again, like when they release this, we will get a remastered version, Super Deluxe Edition of Signs of the Times. This year, in September, I think, and I think over in Europe or whatever, they got a deluxe edition of Signs of the Times. Didn't have, I don't think, any unreleased stuff. It just really had the album with the movie and like interviews with people. But I think this year, there's a huge possibility we will get this as our next remastered album, which I think will get a great response, just like this did. So, and I think they'll probably have many options you can buy of this album. You can get the original remastered album. You can get probably the album with some bonus stuff, and then you can probably get a super duper deluxe edition. And same goes with the CDs. So, what do I think that will be contained if they do this? Well, of course, the original mastered album, the original album remastered, which would be amazing again. Again, this is another album that it just blows my mind that Warner Bros. Even when he was, I almost said Elvis, even when Prince was alive, they didn't remaster none of his albums, even when he was alive. It just blows my mind. This album is due for a remaster. Again, just like 1999, it's missing something. It's very hollow in sound, very low in the mix, and it's missing a punch in the fullness and the richness it deserves. So I think if they remaster it, it'd sound great. But, and then again, I would like to see a disc, just like with 1999, of promo mixes and B-sides. I enjoy that stuff because it's good to have all those edits and extended versions because really, they're hard to come by. Most of them are just available on the original vinyl unless you can find them on bootlegs. Because I've seen bootleg compilations people come out with all those mixes. But it'd be nice to see them officially. So that would be nice. And then maybe a disc or two again of unreleased stuff that we don't have officially. And then maybe a CD of a live show. And the live show I was thinking about was when he played First Avenue. Really did it really a test run, a practice run of maybe what his Signs of the Times tour would be. Every once in a while he did that at First Avenue. And he did it in 1987 before he went on the road. Really just did it in Europe, the Signs of the Times tour. So I think that would be a great show to see. If any of you guys are big bootleggers of Prince, I think you know what I'm talking about. So that'd be cool to see. And a visual, of course, probably the Signs of the Times movie, which I do own. This came out in about 2001. It was printed in Canada. It was also sold in the US. Very short-lived printing of it. Went out of print really quick. I was really fortunate to get this. So I think it'd be great to see this in a box set with the album. I think a lot of people would agree. I just wonder if they would ever do anything with the unusable footage. Probably a shot in the dark, but probably not. That'd be cool if they can include that too. But this movie would actually do justice on Blu-ray because it was shot with professional film and not like the concert contained in here that was just shot on videotape, which is still awesome. Not really complaining. It's cool to have a visual and see how the 1999 tour was. So I think it'd be great if they put this in here with it. So, but that's, you know what, people? I think that's it. Those are my predictions and my little year in review of all the releases we got. I mean, Warner Brothers and Sony Legacy keep it up with MPG Records, but they're doing a great job presenting all this stuff. Whoever's in charge of those projects on both ends are doing a great job presenting and giving us information inside these releases like we got in here and other releases. So good stuff, people. I mean, we really can't complain. Let's not be critical. We're getting a lot of good releases. Some people still find a way to complain, oh, it don't contain this unreleased track of this, or this looked, this didn't look too great. I'm not, me myself, like I said a million times, I'm not a picky fan. I'm happy we're getting Prince stuff. It looks like the trend's going to be of albums twice a year from Warner Brothers. Probably one with a collection of unreleased stuff, and then remastering an album, going by his biggest selling album, the next biggest selling album to do. And as far as Sony Legacy goes, I feel like that they will be giving us at least 6 releases this year. But I just predicted these 3. News, Rainbow Children, and Crystal Ball. But you know what, people, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this, my prediction video of future releases of Prince. And that's really it. So I thank you guys. Now this time I really don't know if I'm going to see you guys until the new year. So if I don't, hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year, or whatever else you celebrate, either Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all that. Either way, have a great holiday. Love one another, enjoy each other, and I will see you all probably in the new year. So see you later, and goodbye.